everyone, it's Steve from Wai Parakore Soaps. I'm soaping again today, and with me as a special treat I have my daughter Candy. She's first time soaper and she's decided to have a wee look at see what Mum does. So today I'm making another cupcake batch, and this one's going to be Snowman. So I'm going to do a blue base with snowmen on top, and then pipe the little details like the scarf and the eyes and stuff. Today is a little bit different. I'm using the heat transfer method for getting my soap down to temperature. And what this is that you mix up your lye solution, and while it is still hot you pour it into your hard oils. And in my pot here I've got coconut,
shea butter,
coconut oil, shea butter and cocoa butter. Thanks Candace. And in my lye I have a taste of silk, salt and sugar with the sodium hydroxide and water of course. So today I won't be soaping at room temperature because this doesn't quite cool down to room temperature. So what I need to do now is find my strainer. Now as always I always strain because I put the additives in the lye water. So I'll just slowly add this. See that start to melt, Candace?
And that's why you don't want to get it on your hands.
Yeah, that's right. Well done. While you're doing that, I'll just show the others my plan. Now, I don't think I've mentioned this before in my soaping videos, but when I first started soaping, I bought myself a wee notebook, and every sort of new design I do a wee plan. So I do a wee sketch of what I sort of want the soap to look like. And just put down little details like the recipe I'm using, fragrances, the design or anything, a pour plan if it's going to be a reasonably complicated soap. And I've done one of these for all my soaps that I've actually done and are about to do. Some of these aren't actually completed, but that's going to be an interesting one when I feel like I'm doing that plan.
Trying to get the bow ties and the blues and everything in line.
Yep, so that will be an interesting one when I'm feeling really adventurous. So that's the plan I'm following today. They don't always turn out the same way, but I find it better to start with a plan rather than play it by ear. So the reason why I'm doing the heat transfer method today is that means I don't have to wait for the lye to cool down, and it is a little bit quicker from start to finish when you're soaping. I will probably either speed this up or cut a lot of this out because it's a little bit like watching paint dry, isn't it, Candy?
Yeah, this is not very entertaining. Even I'm getting bored just sitting here.
Yeah, so what we want to look for is all those wee chunks to be all melted through, and then we'll add our liquid oils, which today are olive oil and castor oil. So it is my basic Bastille recipe that I use for most of my soaps. We'll also be adding some coconut cream and the kaolin clay. but because this is a white soap again, I'm not going to put in the oatmeal because I want the soap to look bright and white and sparkly.
Like how snow is.
Yes.
Although we don't get much in winter.
Not down in where we are. So is this anything like cooking at school?
Yeah, but this isn't eatable.
Shame that, huh?
Smells good though.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to risk it with this fragrance and I'm going to pop it all into the batch right now. The fragrance is peppermint. And it smells just like candy canes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it smells like candy canes and a lot of peppermint candies that we have.
Yeah. So this is a fragrance oil from Zen Designs, and I've anchored it in tapioca starch, as usual. Likely to thicken up quite quickly, so what I'm going to do first is pour out my colours, and then I'm going to with what's left put in the titanium dioxide, turn it white, and then I'll pour off some for the cupcakes and turn that to ice blue. So this red here is just for a little bit of decoration, so I don't need a lot for piping. And the mica I've used to colour today is called Carmine, and it's from Mica Your World. And I've put in a bit of extra olive oil too. Just trying to think what I'm going to be doing with it. Yeah, no, that should be more than enough. And on this one here, it's going to be for the detail for the wee snowman. And this is Black is Black, also from Mica Your World. I need a little bit more of that one. So usually when I want a black I use activated charcoal, but it does tend to thicken up the soap and make it a little bit grainy, which I didn't want for this one, so I'm using a black mica today. And that's that one. Right. You want to have fun with the stick blender?
It's always fun having a stick blender to do stuff.
Okay. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the titanium dioxide and we're just going to pulse it till it mixes, okay? Because we don't want it too thick, otherwise we won't be able to pour out cupcakes. So I'll try that. And stir with the stick. Let's go. See, it's whitening up, but it's not really white. Alright. going to do is I'm going to get some sparkle, silver sparkle, and put some in there.
Make it look like glittering snow crystals.
Yep.
And there's glitter everywhere in the air now.
So this is silver sparkle mica, and like Candace said, because it puffed everywhere because I moved it, but suddenly I'm just going to pop a little bit of this into, give it a bit of sparkle. Looking good, darling. I'm going to grab that cloth and just wipe up where there's been a few drips. Awesome. This is a new experience for me, having a helper when I'm soaping.
I'm pretty sure it's a lot easier.
Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to pour off some of that white into that jug there with the blue spatula. And then we're going to colour this blue, very light blue. That's on the outside, I thought it was on the inside. Okay. Right. And just, from memory when I made the cupcakes last time, I went up to about here. I'm not going to fill these ones as much as I did the last ones. And here I've got aquamarine blue mica and a little bit of parakeet, which is a turquoisey colour. And all I'm really wanting to do is actually just tint the soap so it looks like an ice blue. What do you think, Pumpkins?
It's pretty good.
Do we need a little bit more?
Just a tiny bit. Don't want to make it too dark.
I'll get out of the way so we don't spill it. Just give her a stir in the pot without buzzing up, because we don't want this part of the soap to get too thick just yet, because we want to be able to pour it. Cool. So I'll take the motor off. Just going to scrape the sides of the container, make sure we've picked up all that mica. So we've got some air bubbles in there.
menu.
Mm. So here we go. Do a bit of scrapey. My soapers, they don't like to waste anything. Who's your favourite soaper, Candice?
So far you, because I like the way you soap. You actually use all your stuff.
Oh, okay.
I've seen other soapers on YouTube that don't. They just leave soap sitting in their containers, and it just not my favourite way of doing it.
Oh, okay. Well, a lot of the soapers I follow, they certainly do scrapey. Use up all the ingredients.
You should probably go find your soapers then.
Yeah, well, all you have to do is have a look at my channel's favourites list, and you'll see all my favourite soapers are there. Plus, I like to use my little leftovers for giveaways and for us at home. Hey, we're back. We had a slight camera malfunction. The battery died. So I've popped in a new battery. So anyway, these are the bases all done. We're going to pop these aside until they set up, and we'll bring you back when we're ready for the piping. Fun bit. See you soon. Hi everyone, we're back. We had a bit of a false start before. The piping wasn't quite firm enough to do what we wanted to do, so we sort of scrapped off what we'd done. We ended up with actually snowman poops instead of actually snowmen. So the piping's a little bit better at the moment, so I'm just going to pipe on the second section. We had a problem with last time, obviously trying to take them up too high. Oh, there's another one to redo later. We'll be back after we clean that up. Okie dokie, so I've got the snowman there now, and I've just tried to put on their wee noses. Which I just did was by snipping the tip of the red bag here, just so I got very little out before cutting it open wide enough for this tip. I'm using this tip to pipe the scarf. Okie doke. It's a bit fiddly and they look a bit rough, but there are my snowman cupcakes. Thanks for watching, and we'll bring you back for the unmoulding. So we're back for the unmoulding. It's been a couple of days now, and there's the wee snowman. Had a bit of soda ash, I noticed, so I've steamed a little bit of that off. Notice the bottom is still quite soft at the moment. That's how they turned out. That's the ice blue base. Had a bit of fun with these ones, especially with the piping. I think next time I'll actually, rather than use the cupcake tray, I'll just use the cups on a flat tray, and so I can actually pick them up and pipe them, because I was actually trying to pipe around the tray when I did these ones. So it's still a bit soft actually inside the cup, but firm on the where the air's been exposed. And out of the leftovers I made little mini snowman. Oh, that one looks like he's got an eye patch, big googly eye there. And that was just with the soap left in the piping bags, just to use them all up. So that's this project done. We'll let these cure for 4 weeks, package them up, and they'll be ready for Christmas. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on next soapy time. Bye for now.